remind you of today's topic, which is mechanical engineering, but specifically for bachelor's programs. So we were supposed to have two speakers, Technische Universität Braunschweig. Unfortunately, Krista is not able to join us right now. But I will share some information still, because you are here and maybe you also wanted to hear about that Bachelor Sustainable Engineering of Products and Processes. And luckily we have Professor Dr. Ravstetter, who will be talking about Mechanical Engineering Bachelor, International Variant, International Project Engineering. So more details he will follow himself. Before that, once again, a reminder of a database where you can find lots of or all the English or partially or fully English taught study programs in Germany. This is my German university's database, which is very user-friendly. It has lots of nice filters, and you can browse and see all the available programs in Germany here. You can also check for programs that have double degree or provide semesters abroad, etc., etc. So this is really nice, and you can always find a suitable program. You can also check out our articles. Those articles now are even translated into different languages, so feel free to check that out and read them in your preferable language. And of course, the webinars, as I mentioned this year, so in 2024, this is the last subject webinar. Tomorrow we also have a general webinar, and then we meet again each other in January. And of course, our team, as always, happy to share with you all the information we have about studying in Germany. We share our experience. We also share some tricks and tips, because we have all studied here, some as internationals, others as Germans. So it's always a nice combo of information. And of course, our founders here are on the picture as well. Now, as a screenshot, I brought a study finder for you, which shows you mechanical engineering programs. And usually I do have a breakdown into master and bachelor, but today it's not relevant. Therefore, it's only bachelor programs. That you have 39 bachelor programs, 24 English only. And then you can again open up all of those filters here and check different things about, I don't know, program features or about finances and so on and so forth. And here you can also sort programs according to your desired, again, deadline or location or program name, etc., etc. So this is again very user friendly. You can also have a look at our subject pages, where we provide just a general information about the specific subject, now mechanical engineering, and it provides some details about the general application admission requirements, language requirements, etc., etc. However, again, we always advise you to right away check each program individually, as they do have different requirements in terms of application especially. Also, a good tip would be that you need to decide for program according to program content and not be only guided by some different aspects, but this could be also important for some. So this is just our tip, but you can of course decide as you prefer. Also about the university landscape in Germany, for some it's usually surprising that there are types of universities, especially the ones who apply for bachelor's programs. So it's a jump. Therefore, you need to know that in Germany there are universities and universities of applied sciences. Both of them are recognized. Both of them have all the similar features. The thing that we want to just highlight is that universities usually offer programs that are research and theory oriented, and universities of applied sciences usually have more application and practice oriented programs. But a frequently asked question is that, are those degrees recognized worldwide? Yes, of course. These are the programs offered by German universities, and German quality for some also stands as synonyms. Another suggestion would be to check programs according to subject, not right away by program name, because program names could be very specific and you may not guess that. So that you don't miss out nice programs, we advise you checking them according to subject, and then filter down and already see what are the different options. All right, so first program I will really briefly mention is from Technische Universität Braunschweig, and it's Sustainable Engineering of Products and Processes. So in advance, I want to mention that this program will be presented on 10th of February. We will have a webinar, Mechanical Engineering in Germany again, and one of the programs is this, and Krista will be there, and she will present better, of course, so in case you will have questions, you can join this session as well. Moreover, if you want to have a look at the presentation of the same program, we have a recording available, Mechanical Engineering in Germany. I will post the link to that, and you can listen to the presentation as well, yeah, whenever you like. But before that, I will just briefly show you some very, I think, just some facts about the program that you should take into account. So, of course, it's a bachelor's of science, or bachelor's degree. For getting a bachelor's degree, the program says here English and German, and usually they require German B2. However, you can apply with only German A2 and then take some German courses during the studies and make the exam by the fourth semester, if I correctly recall. Another thing is that you need to apply directly at the university. However, this application costs 75 euros, but you can be exempted from that for example, in case you already have a special review from the university for your previous application or some other cases, and those all are listed here. The application deadline is 15th of July, but as always, and everybody always recommends you apply early, because then you probably will get the decision as well early, and this means that you can in case you need to start your visa process right away. Some input about the program is available also during this video. And then you can check out why the program is nice and feasible or like interesting for students. What is usually highlighted is that the university is member of TU9, and it's an association, but then question comes, what are the benefits for individual students? So then you can use the connection of the universities, but all universities also provide different connections. What I want to mention is that you can check out all the different aspects of the program here as well. For example, curriculum. If you want to have a deeper look at the breakdown of the semesters, how it will look like, you can do it here. Study mode is of course on site, so you need to come to Germany, and this also means that you need to apply for visa, etc., etc. And of course, career prospect, frequently asked question, which is job opportunities in industry, science, or academia. Now about the language. So here are also partner universities listed. But now what is important is about application documents. So application documents, since it is a bachelor's program, the most important one is your high school diploma, which should be translated and notarized and submitted like this. But what else you need is the work experience, which should be pre-study 8-week internship. As again, I know from many applicants it's not very common of doing an internship right after your high school. That's why you can also complete your internship by the end of the fourth semester, and you need to then submit or apply mentioning this, that you don't have an internship yet. But then maybe some additional questions or documents could be asked for. What else? Here is a graph of English and German certificates that they ask. Here it's mentioned B2, but as I said, you can apply with A2 and then provide additional documents later. These are the semester start, and of course, applications are open from June and until July. These are the application fee exemptions, so you can see if you have DAD scholarship or so, or for example, you received a German bachelor degree, then you do not have to pay the 75 euros. And here is the list. I want to emphasize that university entrance examination is just your high school leaving certificate. It's a special term how it's called in Germany, but yeah, you shouldn't be scared about that, and it's just a normal high school diploma with high school certificate or diploma, however it's called in your home country, and then you need to provide the proof that you have graduated. Frequently asked question is about, can I apply for bachelor's program if I am in my last year of high school and I have not taken final exam? So usually the answer is no. Again, this could depend from program to program. Transcript of records, again, your school's school grades, which should be always certified copy of official translations, and application fee. Then we have some testimonials and of course a location. Further information is always provided, and you can see the flyer of the program if you click on info package, which also can be shared to your email in case you want to download it as well. Alright, so now I will share the program link, program recording, and the webinar that the program will be presented in chat. And meanwhile, I will also share my screen once again because Professor Steta will present a program, and I just want to show you a quick blick of the location and the program outlook. But yeah, Professor will mention more details, and then I go behind the scenes.
Okay, so thank you very much, Nino, and welcome everybody to my presentation today, titled "Rooted in the World, Open to the Rooted in the Region, Open to the World." So I'm happy to present to you the programs that we offer in Ravensburg-Weingarten. So as you have already seen, we are in the very south of Germany. So it's more the center of Europe than the center of Germany, but we are very close to other countries like Switzerland or Austria. And as you will see, in a very nice landscape. So we are a University of Applied Sciences. You can see it from the size. We are rather small, 3,700 students, but we offer rather diverse study programs, mainly engineering, but also IT, business, social work, and healthcare, so a rather wide scope. And we have about 100 professors teaching here, so we have a very good ratio between a student and professors. So what are the programs that we offer for you in English language? Well, first, there's what we call the Take-Off at RWU, so a preparatory semester. There you have German courses. You learn the essential things about mathematics, physics, and programmings. You have an intercultural module. You can network with some regional companies, and there are specific courses that can be counted for a further bachelor degree. Then in bachelor, we offer electrical engineering and IT and information technology, Bachelor of Engineering, e-mobility and green energy. Then what I'm mainly talking about today, mechanical engineering, the special variant international project engineering, and starting from this summer, we offer mechatronics. We have master programs, electrical engineering and embedded systems, and the master in mechatronics, and also in the mechanical engineering program that I present today, you could enter the master in mechatronics. And we offer ways to the doctorate. Meanwhile, in the state of Baden-Württemberg, in the south of Germany, there is a body for all University of Applied Sciences, which I'm, for example, part of, and we are able even to offer a doctorate. I will also show you some success stories in the end, how far you can get if you start a bachelor at our university. So my main emphasis is the special program. It's a real mechanical engineering program, but offering you an international perspective. It's called International Project Engineering. It's a full-time bachelor in English language. And this is what, if you want to improve and develop automation systems. So today, everything is about Industry 4.0, automation, digitalization. So production worldwide is doing a large step towards future things. And we can offer a German education engineering, and you can get current knowledge about digital systems and technology. So we have a fusion of mechanical engineering, production engineering, and automation in a German-based program, something German engineering is famous about, and where you see the products of German engineering around the world. So what we want to also teach you is to teach network thinking, so to enable you that you participate in the creation of innovative products. So the period of study is 7 semesters and including an internship. So there is a compulsory internship and it's a full-time study. You need a higher education entrance qualification, and in some cases you need the qualification be certified by the Studienkolleg. And you need English proficiency, TOEFL or ELTS. You do not need in the beginning any German knowledge. So German knowledge you can acquire during the program, but you don't need it at the beginning. The final degree is Bachelor of Engineering, and for the application it's still time. So for the next summer intake until 15th of January, it's still possible for you to apply to this program. So what is the specialty? Well, it's mechanical engineering and production technology. So we have a special focus. It's what's in Europe and Germany very often is called Industry 4.0, which means a lot of things that allow digital production and also project management. So the emphasis is that you can gain a broad knowledge of mechanical engineering, but also specialized knowledge concerning manufacturing, assembly processes, as well as automation technology. Also, you learn basic business knowledge, internationally oriented, so that after this program, you are able to work as a project manager, technically oriented in companies. So you learn language skills, intercultural skills. And what's important to point out that this study program was worked out with companies, with internationally operating companies. And they said, well, that's definitely an interesting topic. It's a demanded job description. So factory planning and automation in an international context is something which is right now challenging for companies, where companies still seek for new employees. They are wishing to have people who can fill out this, and therefore it's a demanded job description. I want to inform you a bit about university. So there one characterization is that we are small, smart, and safe. So we have a small campus, one campus where you can walk everywhere. We have excellent support. You have per each 37 students, one professor. So there's a really close contact. And our faculties work closely together, which also helps if you, for example, study mechanical engineering, but you want to learn something about computer science, there's always some easy ways to participate in such programs. But it's also very important, also as Nino said, at University of Applied Science, what's important is the hands-on approach for teaching. There you see a colleague of mine, Professor Kaufmann. He was before he was an engineer in industry, as we all were. I was working at Audi. He was working at Continental. He was developing turbocharger there, and he's right now there in a lab and is explaining students the things about the car suspensions directly on the car suspensions. So all of my colleagues, the professors, have work experience in their fields of expertise. We have a lot of lectures from industry because there's a lot of industrial companies around our campus, and we have well-equipped laboratories which are also special for universities of applied science. So, as said in the beginning, we are in the very south of Germany, but there are major companies around us. So if directly in Friedrichshafen, very close, is Zahnradfabrik Friedrichshafen, and in also Rolls-Royce Power Systems, And if you go to Munich, which is 2 hours away, there's BMW and Siemens. A bit further north to Ingolstadt, there's Audi, where I worked. Also, Stuttgart is 2 hours away. There's Mercedes-Benz, there's Porsche, there's Bosch. And you see further companies which are close nearby. So, and we have close contact with these companies, and we use them for lecturers. You can spend your internship at this kind of company, so very good opportunities. So the city where you would live in would be Weingarten. It's a real university town. There is another university, the Pedagogical University of Weingarten. So there are 7,000 students in a town with only 25,000 inhabitants. So it's you have a lot of student life, but you also have beautiful things. For example, the largest Baroque church that you see in the lower middle, which is north of the Alps. And you have some traditions like the largest horse procession of the world. That's the so-called 𝘈𝘥𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘴𝘪𝘈 that you see on the upper left, and a nice city center that you see on the upper right. Directly bordering is the city of Ravensburg, which is also in our name. It's called the City of Games and Towers. On the upper left, you see some of these towers that make up this medieval city. And also it's known for games because on the right, you see the famous triangle for the games. They are developed and produced in Ravensburg since 1884. Well, in Ravensburg, 50,000 people live there. It's the economic hub of a region which we call Upper Swabia, a real nice medieval town center, rich cultural program. In the middle, you see here the Christmas market, which is right now ongoing. So if you would go a few minutes from here, each day there's this Christmas market, which is really nice. A lot of people, a lot of visitors there. So it's a real a tourism city. A very important role plays the carnival, the Fastnet. So here you see some people that represent this carnival, which is a very specific time of the year, which will mainly be in February next year. And then you see that the mountains are really close. So you see the Lake Constance, and in background is already Switzerland. So that would be Swiss Alps. You see the Lake of Constance itself, which is close nearby. And you see a view from our university over the Baroque Basilica of Weingarten, and then towards the towers of Ravensburg. And also in the background again are the Swiss Alps. So everything here is rather close. So if you decide on what to study, how to proceed, I would like to end with some ideas of what you can achieve with a study in Germany, with a study at our university. One, what I call a success study, is Pratibha Rachel John, Master of Science and Bachelor of Engineering. She was born in Delhi, India, and she did her Bachelor of Engineering in India, and then did our master programs in mechatronics here, did an internship at BMW in Munich, in Germany, which is, as I said, not so far away, 2 hours away. Then she was a working student at Mercedes-Benz in Stuttgart. Sindelfingen is close to Stuttgart. And she did her master thesis at Bosch, at the corporate research, and now is also their simulation environment developer there at Robert Bosch. So she is testing software in the loop environments for new braking systems, which will make novel cars even safer than they are today. So it's a really challenging, good position there. Another success stories is Dr. Kevin Holder. So he did automotive engineering, Bachelor of Engineering at our university, Master of Science in Product Development in Mechanical Engineering. One of the Master of Science programs that we offer, was a research assistant at our university, and got his Doctor of Engineering at the University of Stuttgart, their development method for train gear systems. And now he is product development engineer at ZF Group, and he's in the product development of electrical drive systems for micromobility solutions. So also very interesting engineering job, also very forward oriented. So very positive thing. Okay, so that was a bit a sum up of this special program, which is bringing together automation and mechanical engineering and digitalization, so very current topic. And what makes us different? Well, on the one hand, a German quality education. We have a system accreditation, so the bachelor title will be is accredited and will be accepted worldwide. You have very good job opportunities very close to us. The region is really nice. You have seen these mountains, you have seen 𝘱𝘈𝘕𝑔𝑡𝑠, you have seen these medieval cities. We have very open people. There's a lot of student communities, for example, Indians, a students' council, and we have a culture of openness and of intercultural collaboration, which will make it easier once you decide to come here to integrate into our student life here in Weingarten. So I'm really happy that you were with us today, and I hope I give you some insight what you can do. I mean, the choice obviously is up to you. There are many things that you say should take into consideration. Where is it nice to study? What will give you a good chance for success afterwards? How can you use the things that you learned already? There are many choices, but one interesting choice may be mechanical engineering, international project engineering here at Ravensburg-Weingarten University. And so I'm now looking forward for some questions. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much for the details, information, of course, and yeah, for the tip that all the different things matter, especially when you apply for bachelor's, because it's and then you move to a different country. So I believe this is very, yeah, very important milestone. All right, dear attendees, what I want to share with you is another article about 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘁, because in order to apply to Ravensburg-Weingarten University, you also need to have this checked, your certificates checked by 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘁. This is free of charge, but it takes time. So yeah, make sure that you apply in good timing so that you also have this proof. And I will do it right now. Here is the article. I'm sharing the article because it also includes the link to this 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘁 and how everything should be done. Sorry. Now let's go and take some questions. First is, Professor, I don't have good background in CAD. Is it normal for students, or do you expect some knowledge already?
Okay, so very good question, because I'm the person myself who is also involved in our CAD teaching. We have some CAD laboratory, but though there we don't expect any prior knowledge. So even if you haven't heard anything about CAD, we will be able to teach you everything you need to know, so you don't need to worry about it. We will start from zero with a very specific, very professional CAD program, and so you can learn directly to work with some top program, but you don't need to have any prior experience.
Thank you. Do you allow using 3D printers or CNC machines in the labs?
Yes, we do. We have a room which is called home, and all the students can use 3D printers there. And also in our laboratories, we have such printers available. So this is, I think that's part of a modern university, and we offer this.
Thank you. Is it common for bachelor students to work at the university, like participate in ongoing projects, or do you usually prefer master students?
Okay, no, both is possible. We have students working in projects both on the bachelor and master level. On the bachelor level, I would rather recommend not to do it the first year, because first year there's a lot of things coming up. The courses in mathematics, they are just more challenging than many people were used before at school. So I would not plan directly to work maybe in the first year of studies, but in the second year of study, this is definitely possible. and gives you good opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And how do you select students? If there were a lot of applicants, do you do then interviews?
Okay. Now, in this case, because we have to be rather fast, because once you applied after the 15th of January, many of you want to have very quickly an answer. So we will do a ranking based on grades. So it is just that the best students, depending on their marks or from the scores from the high school, will get a chance, and then we can look at this. But there are no specific interviews for this.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Right now, I see no more open questions, but there was one question that came before, which was about housing and some living expenses. Is it rather expensive to be in this in your
Okay.
city, and if you provide any dormitories?
Okay, so there are dormitories around the university, and you will get assistance, but it's not directly provided. But our international office will give assistance to help to find something. And in general, as we are a smaller city, and if it's not like a bit more rural region, it's easier to find housing and not as expensive. But still, it's something you need to take care of. You need to contact our international office early, but it's not a challenge, for example, like in the city of Munich or city of Hamburg or Berlin. So it's much easier in our region.
Great. Thank you so much. Dear attendees, if you still have some questions, feel free to post them in Q&A. If not, because I don't see them right now, then I would like to thank Professor Stetter for being here. Dear attendees, the email and of course the course pages are in the chat, so feel free to directly contact them. Okay, then the question comes. Is this a free program? I confused myself with the time.
Okay, you probably slide. There is a fee, which is 1,500 euros per semester, which is comparatively low if you compare it to programs in other countries. But yes, there is a fee for our program.
And the second question that came also, if I apply after finishing my first college year, will you take the high school grade also?
I'm not too sure, because that's done by the admission office. Maybe we could ask them, but I'm rather sure it's the high school grade.
Dear attendee, if you do also 1 year of your college, then you will not need to do any studying or prep course any longer. So you can get a direct admission to a program. So yeah, but it usually it's subject restricted. So you need to have the same subject first year of the university, and then you can already apply. And the question about if somebody applies earlier, do they get acceptance or rejection?
In our case, we cannot, because we have to wait to make the list. We will be very quickly after this date, but we can only give acceptance letters once we know how many people are applying for our places.
Exactly. And dear attendees, since the application is also done through 𝘱𝑢𝑟𝑒 I mean, the verification, you need to already apply now there, because you need to have this document before you submit to the program. So this is also very important. So you need to hurry. Anyways, you need to be very quick.
That's true.
All right. So wonderful. Thank you everybody for being here.